Ooh!
Dragons.
I quit.
Feel to get
Someone
roasted alive, my guy. How does it feel?
Think of a terrible thing to say as he accuses sin.
You know, we're already live. We're fucking. I'm firing. I'm shooting. I left that part out because I think if I like, fucking broadcasted that to the world, it would kill Sloth.
What stopping playing AC6 does to a motherfucker.
That's right. I was getting my ass ripped apart.
Yeah, Armored Core 6.
What happened last time?
Chipper got a new book.
Dragons.
Chipper did, in fact, get a new book.
Yeah, we also, as Rich said, captured the dragon.
More of a
promotion
plate?
is what happened.
Like a weird plate?
It's more like an astrologian globe.
Yeah, it is. It's an astrologian
globe. Say it looks like a dual disc, but we already used that for D's thing, so it's...
Yeah, no. We can go with Star Dinner Plate.
What about extremely wide Beyblade?
I like that a lot. Can I have the flat Beyblade?
I mean, yeah, it flattens out.
Yeah.
Motherfucking casting off of Static Shock's.
I'm so excited. Let it rip, boys.
Anyways, what happened last time is 2 ancient undead dragons and a bunch of undead dragonborn got to experience Normandy, but the Germans won. And I guess we're the Germans in that one. And that I don't
like that.
Great metaphor, but
no, right. Bad win.
Fell apart at the end there. But yeah, they stormed the beach, and it didn't work out well for them. And we sent them back into the ocean from whence they came. Okay.
With howitzers and all manner of things.
You're the howitzer, yes.
That was what I was going for, yes.
And there was some conversation and drama and backstory revelation, and we went back on the boat. We went to sleep, and Chipper had a conversation with her mentor, father figure, professor about how sometimes you got to kill your dad. And she didn't
it was less than sometimes you got to kill your dad. It was more like sometimes you just got to let your dad die.
Sometimes you got to kill your dad.
You know, there is an ancient imperial proverb that suicide is painless.
Slapping.
Nobody watched MASH.
No.
I watched some MASH. I don't remember.
I understood that reference.
Everything off the top of my head.
Is MASH like an acronym or something?
Yes,
yeah. I don't remember what for, but it was a TV show, so...
Old American TV show. Old American TV show.
I am fucking with you. I'm trying to do that thing where people go like, what's that? And then make you feel old.
Oh, you're gaslighting me?
Yeah, that.
Okay.
More like sass lighting.
Sass lighting?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyway, are we en route to Shadow March now?
We're waking up.
Indeed. You guys
Ash and
waking
dust.
up on...
I would also...
the 12th.
Like to in the morning see if Chipper can find a wreck.
Yeah, we didn't leave without you, dude.
No, I know we didn't, but like to find like a time where he doesn't seem busy or isn't like, you know,
that's gonna be
surrounded by like not during morning training session is what I'm trying to like allude to. You know,
that's gonna be for the boat. He needs to say goodbye to his extended family for the last time ever.
On better terms this time?
Yeah.
Right. You know, Chipper's not going to try and disturb whatever Rack is doing in terms of like an actual, you know, poignant emotional moment.
Just save it for the boat.
Okay. I did want to get it in before the boat, but that's okay. That's fine. I'll save it for the boat.
I also have something but I think that could be boat.
I feel like all conversations can happen on the boat.
Yeah, we're going to be on a boat for about a month, so
It's 22 to 28 days. So let's reconvene, because Chipper and Claw stayed the night in Bjergton, right?
We actually didn't.
no,
we
we
teleported
teleported
back.
back.
Oh, okay. Cool and good. Then you stayed the night with
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, because we used the teleportation circle to go, and then teleport to go back.
I am fast travel now. That is what this character is. Like, as long as there's a teleport circle in the region of where we want to go, we could go there and come back within the day. Like, we can do that now.
Which is great, except it's about to stop mattering because the boat doesn't have it, so
Yeah.
it's kind of moot. But it is useful when we're not on the boat. So we're gonna wake up. We're gonna do morning training. We're gonna make use of the Dragonborn local sparring ground that they have. Think of it as like a mud field that kind of looks like a track field. Like it's got the lines around for racing,
Oh
and
boy.
like dummies and shit. Like that's part of it. Some goodbyes, and then we go. Unless there's a non-conversational thing to be done.
I got nothing.
Yeah, I
I got
imagine none of you have any relevant experience with this place, or ties, or
No,
interest in Herat.
Other than being
beyond
super
me.
reverent for you and like watching your every
And-
move for how to react and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So general
Alright.
D&D campaign.
same.
You guys do some wrapping up, do a little bit of kind of a couple hours of going around saying goodbye. The people here are wary still. They know you guys drove off the Atropal menace, though they don't necessarily understand it as Atropal so much as dead people are coming out of the water. So they have that kind of gratitude, but it's unspoken. A lot of kind of slight bows of the forehead as you guys are kind of making your way through. But eventually you find yourselves back to the airship.
There is one last little bit Frack wants to see too. He wants to have one last conversation with Stonejaw.
He is at the beach today, fishing this early in the morning.
Naturally. So he'll meet him at the beach.
Would you like a companion or is this a one-on-one?
It doesn't matter.
I mean, would
You're
be happy
welcome to
just
come. It doesn't have to be the one-on-one.
Yeah.
Like, there's
I
no
mean,
reason that it's not private.
I mean, would just be happy to accompany
Yeah,
first thing in the morning.
come to the beach.
Sirius
Nice.
will also come, just
Fantastic.
mainly to like kick his little feet around in the water.
Yeah, the boys like play with you in the tide pools.
Hell yeah.
Praetor, we are now set to head out in just a few moments. I will not be returning. Of course. That much is established. However, I may need you to leave here to meet me at a later date or another representative. I do not know how much you have heard, how much news is carried here regarding the order, the state of order. But perhaps this would explain it best. And Vrak gives Stonejaw Kosantor to hold. offers it for nothing.
He kind of, his eyes have been kind of glued to the ocean for a little bit. He kind of takes them off as you offer the axe, and he takes it in hand, gives a little test of the weight. I feel interesting. I feel a kind of oneness with this. What is it?
It is me. It is an extension of me. It is a fragment of a part of my soul imbued into a weapon, a metal, a dragon. But more importantly, it carries with it a certain power, a certain feeling that perhaps is what you feel now, resonates with you. Along our journey, we had the misfortune of traveling to a pit deep below the Lake of Tharsis, and within which learned the Order's origins, or perhaps rather the truth behind the Order. It is Bahamut. It is a god behind everything. Deity siphons the power from our faith and spits out mere lucre in response. I have made these things known to as many people as I have, as I could. I'm doing my best to correct that as well, among many other things. So while I cannot step foot here again, understand, this needs to be brought in somehow. It would be... I could not live with myself if I knew Provokios suffered under the yoke of another tyrant. So, perhaps it can be arranged that a counselor come here, or somebody else come from here to learn from me, or something. I do not know, but you only have the right to know that that is happening.
There will likely come a day soon when I step down from this position. My age is wearing on me. This I will pass on to those who come after me, and it will be their decision to make.
Very well.
But the people who come after me, I'm certain they will know what happened here last night. And I'm certain that will factor in to their decision.
I'm certain. Tell them. I am... My residence is at the newly founded Air Hospital outside of Lemalios. I bid you to send correspondence or the next praetor. Long may it be before they come to do so. And takes the axe back, gives him another handshake. Thank you again for everything.
It's been fun.
Yes, it's been fun. And he'll go off. That stuff, that's all I had to get out.
Specifically for the for Stonejaw, can I mean do a like fly above the water, do a perception check and see where the nearest fish would be?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Oh, I just lost Foundry. There it is. 2 seconds. Perception.
Yo.
Oh yeah, you find several fish. You find a big one.
I would just look at stuff, like flare above the water surface, like far above it, so that he doesn't. I don't scare away the fish. Like a. Why the fuck am I doing that one? Like a.
Cast fairy fire over one. So it's like outlined.
Probably the light will probably alert them and they'd get scared or something like that. I'll point in just the direction of the biggest fish and just say, "You'll want to go for this one," and then flutter off and follow Vrak.
Cirrus.
Ah.
Roll a d100.
Oh. Okay.
Huh?
That's bad.
Oh boy.
Good.
Nintendo 74.
Okay. As you and the boys are playing kind of in the little kind of wading pool, a crab pinches Tup's foot and he begins to yelp.
Cirrus, like, is, like, the crab, like, latched on?
Yeah, it's like a small crab.
Oh, okay, he will, like, try and, like, make the crab let go.
Okay. Are you trying to, like, pry its pincers open?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's easy enough. I don't care how low your strength is. It's a tiny crab.
Oh dear. Okay. He will then like set the crab in like a different little wade pool
No.
and then come over. Oh no.
Can I have it?
Oh, yes. If you want, he will hand over the crab. Please be careful though.
I'm always careful. And he runs off with it, like, in his hands, like, wiggling its little pincers. And he's going to offer it to Vrak.
Oh, thank you. And Vrak takes it and just pops it right into his mouth.
Oh.
Like, as fucking walking away, Tup turns around and just gives you a huge thumbs up, Cirrus.
He'll give a thumbs up in return.
If you had rolled one higher, it would have pinched your toe.
Oh.
You see Mup and Gup are now like putting their feet in the water trying to fish crabs. Alright.
But nonetheless, you guys are able to return easily to the airship. And the journey of an entire ass month to Shadow March begins. So, we will handle this in week-long segments.
Oh boy.
Let's see. Oh. It is... That's the wrong one. It is 216 miles per day. Bust out the calculator. I don't feel like doing math right now.
Oh, no, I already did it. So we can get there in 22 days. Can you see me when I do the ruler?
Yeah.
Cool. So this is 16,000, or rather 1,600, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then this is 2880, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then from there to Shadow March is another 480. From that point. Or maybe 6. Right. And that comes to, let me pull it back up. 4640 divided by 216 is 21.481 repeating, so 22 days.
Perfect. So it'll be 3 weeks. So,
Yeah, call it 24. Yeah.
first, is there anything anybody would like to do during the first week?
Well, just real quick. First
Oh, yeah,
day.
you guys-
First day. Not even days over yet from what we just.
Yeah.
Hilga and the 3 boys got to get teleported back to Lamelius. They're
Oh,
not
yeah,
coming to
right.
war.
Of course.
Mm. Yeah.
They're certainly
would you
not
like
coming
me-
to Shadow March.
Would you like me to do that for you? Send them through?
That I asked. Yes.
Okay. Can I use that as an opportunity to, after I have teleported with them back home, to have a conversation?
I
with
will. I
Mr.
think
Beaker?
yes, but let's settle the rest of
Yeah.
this week first to get it all out of the way. That's what Matt's asking.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I will open up a portal. Well, I'll just basically put my hand on top of their head and tell them, be safe. And I will teleport them to wherever Vrak has instructed.
The key, Care Hospital.
Okay. In that case, we'll just use teleportation circle instead of teleport
Yep.
because I believe there is a
Mhm.
circle at the key.
I had one imported for just this
Yeah.
kind of occasion.
Exactly. So I will not use my 7th level spell. I'll just teleportation circle them.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. It's also safer because teleport sometimes if I don't know the area super well, I could send them to.
You've been there a lot.
Yeah.
We spent like weeks there.
Yeah, I know, but still,
Circle's safer. Circle's safer. You're right.
circle is always safer.
Safer and cheaper. Okay.
It's public transport is what it is. Teleport is a private car. Teleportation circles, public transport.
So that's that. That's taken care of. Shit to do this week.
I have something that I would like to do.
Okay.
I would like to make hopefully a couple wishes.
Okay.
Oh my god, Stinky, get out of here. Sorry.
I think he's trying to stop you.
He's trying to stop me. So I would like to give everyone in this party, Sirius, Vrak, Emer, Claw, Chipper, and Wick, resistance to necrotic damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then if that works, I would like to do it again and do psychic damage.
You want to give us resistance to psychic damage. You don't want to do psychic damage to us, right?
That's what he said.
I don't know. I'm Fey genie rules make me scared.
Yeah. Resistance to psychic damage.
Okay, so first up is necrotic.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you can do just that. Now, roll me 2d4. It doesn't matter. Well, actually, I might.
It
What's
determines
that?
how many times it can be cast over the
Yeah.
22 to 24 day period.
Well, no, the stress of casting the spell to produce any effect other than duplicating the spell weakens you, so
That's it.
it reduces your strength to 3 for 2d4 days. So, first, you need to roll 2d4 to see how long you are even weaker. You are 4 days of being a noodle on the on the airship.
Does Sirius still have to
Additionally-
do training?
No.
I need
No,
you
are
to roll.
excused from these days.
I need you to roll a d100.
Let's go.
Okay, you are able to cast Wish again.
Yeah. Okay. And another one.
Presumably after the 4 days. Well, wait, does it matter?
It doesn't. It would just extend it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just do it again, like the next day when I can. So
Okay.
I do roll another 2d4.
Okay, you spend 5 days being a weak little bitch, and then roll me another d100. All right,
Hey.
you're still good.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Way to go.
Let's go.
Never
You get
punished.
your damage resistance. Hell yeah.
So you are all resistant to necrotic and psychic damage.
Archfey of the courts, I am thankful for the blessing that you have bestowed upon us.
Oh, thank you.
I hope one day to return it in kind.
You don't have to. No, it's fine, really.
I want to, stupid. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's it for me.
All right. Anybody else got anything in the first week?
Just a conversation, and I can wait for that. Oh, also, for the night before, can I attune to my astrolabe before we set out? As
Yeah.
in the night that I got it? Okay, wonderful.
You know, Claw's probably just gonna end up after training in the morning and stuff. He's just gonna end up kind of pacing the ship, kind of a bit lost in his head, but thinking over things.
Matt, I
Chip.
have a question.
Mhm.
Quick. For crafting items,
Mm-hmm.
if something requires, say, a common arcane essence, can you use an uncommon arcane essence in its stead?
Yeah. Downgrading
Okay.
materials, I have no problem with.
Fantastic. D was bringing up trying to make some goggles of night for certain members of the party, and we could currently make one, maybe more, if we ooze out more primal essences.
Oh,
I believe the casters can just make them.
That's what I mean by ooze them out.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think the casters can make primal essence since you're all
I think you said
arcane.
Cirrus could, because he's Archfey.
Oh, yeah.
Cirrus, buddy, get another cast.
Check that out.
Fucking Sirius is on one of those like fainting chairs, and you're just like getting blood from him.
Just slapping him with little heels every.
Yeah.
I forgot. Okay, actually, it is good that you gave me the necrotic, because I forgot I have the reinforcing armor on right now, not the not the shadow scale mail anymore. I forgot about that.
Well, there you go.
Shit.
Yeah, no, that's a goddamn game changer right there, boys.
I will note, because the essence creation takes time, that means Sirius's strength remains at 3 after this week.
Right, it can wait, though. It doesn't have to be this week.
Right.
So we can wait for him to be at full strength, and then he can try to make a primal essence.
Gotcha.
We only need one. We have an uncommon primal essence. We just need 2. Because we need 2 dark vision goggles for the 2 people that don't have dark.
Right.
Anyways.
All right. If nobody else has anything they would like to do for the week, can I get a D100?
Who wants to take it?
I'll take it.
Go for it.
Hey.
88. Interesting.
Hate that. Chipper, while he's doing that, how much magic ink do you have?
Not a huge amount. Let me open up my D&D Beyond page because that's where I've put it in my notes. I only have 400 gold of magical ink left.
Gonna need to borrow 100. Wait, shit, 200? Ooh.
Emer, roll me a d4.
Absolutely. 2.
Okay. Now, roll me a d8.
Oh, hold on. There.
Okay. As you guys are maneuvering up and through the kind of northern reaches of the March Concord, about 5 days into your flight, Wick, Lathiar pings your mind in the middle of the night.
Uh-oh.
Candlewick,
Yes.
I am not certain their intentions, but we are being followed.
By what?
2 dragons.
Oh. What color?
And by my perception, red.
No.
That's bad. Wake is gonna wake everyone up.
I appreciate the thought, but I wasn't sleeping.
Of course. Everyone who is sleeping, he's gonna wake up.
Yeah.
We've been pursued by chromatic dragons.
That's
Oh,
not
they-
good.
Are they faster than us?
Are they? They appear to be gaining, I believe.
At present, no.
We're maintaining a distance, but
Should I attempt to... Can I... My flying speed isn't 216 miles per day.
No, that would be
couldn't,
9 miles per hour.
I couldn't, like, warp over, like, catch up mid-flight to the dragons and be like, hey, what's up? And if they, like, and then warp back onto the ship, could I?
Not unless we like stop.
Yeah, it would require at the very least the ship to slow down. The ship has a fly speed of 80 feet.
Huh. 80 feet every 6
I can
seconds.
dash that far.
80 feet neutrally. With the wind, it has 100 feet.
Well, we could do something about it. So I have finally decided what my 9th level spell is, and it is True Polymorph, and I can turn one of y'all into an actual dragon, like a whole ass dragon. I'm pretty sure, and that fly speed is like 80 feet, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We could just see if they're...
So if we want to
friendly.
turn, my thought is, if we want to turn Brack into a whole ass dragon, we can all ride on the whole ass dragon and fight the big ass dragons. I'm just
I
saying.
can ride out on Bellicrub.
Okay, all right
We
then.
can take it back.
Could we see if the dragon, like, ascertain their intentions first?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I could parlay with them.
Red chromatic dragons, really?
Yeah.
Dragons are not unintelligent. Red dragons are just not.
No one knows that
Generally
red dragons,
nice.
like chromatic dragons, are evil more than Rack. That's absolutely a part of dragonborn culture is racism. But
Racism.
that doesn't mean they can't be talked to and reasoned with.
They can be talked to and reasoned with, but they're also deceptive by nature.
Yeah.
Then I absolutely should fly with Frack because I can
Yeah.
insight.
Why not? It's fine. And then if they're bad, we just take the dash action.
Okay. Can I turn somebody into a dragon?
No, Nikki, no.
Just do it to yourself and go say hello and be like, hello, fellow dragons.
Could do that. But then I'd be stuck
Do you
like that
know
for an hour.
Draconic?
I do. I speak Draconic just
This
natively anyway.
is draconic.
Can I ride with you, Server Carol?
Of course.
Okay. I will. I'll go sit on the back of Bellatrop.
Shall I cease our course then, or continue moving? I would very much prefer not to leave you behind.
I would suggest slowing down.
Alright.
We will be able to catch back up to you.
I mean, push comes shove, Chipper can just teleport all of them back to the ship.
I can. Yes.
That is true too.
Very well.
I'm the most useful pocket gadget you've ever seen in your life.
That's how wizards be.
Yeah.
Swiss Army baby.
Yeah, Swiss Army baby. I come travel sized, which means I can fit in your backpack.
Just push the soft spot on her head, and anything you could want happens.
Correct.
Go gadget.
Polly pocket knife. Is this anything?
That's something. That's
That's
something,
good.
man.
That's good.
You're not cooking, but you're microwave.
Your microwave.
Anyway, the three of you mount up onto Bellatrop and disengage out the side of the airship to meet these dragons. They are only a little larger than Bellatrop. Very clearly young dragons.
Okay.
And as you kind of approach, they kind of rear back. Emer, you have the passive insight that you are able to read immediate confusion on these two dragons. And as you kind of get close enough to hear, you hear one of them kind of call to the other in Draconic, so presumably the two of you can also understand.
Yeah.
Look, Krafnir, the wingless dragon has birthed non-dragon.
Oh, they're idiots.
Yes, I see that. I'm trying to figure out how.
Oh no. They're stupid.
Oh god, it's Tweedledee and Tweedledumfuck. They're college bro dragons.
Vrak shouts out, and I'm not going to shout, but what are your intentions?
We saw a wingless dragon sail the skies and wished to know why it was intruding on the airspace of Volkgram.
Does that ping a history check for?
Yeah.
Does it ping a history check for Chipper?
If
I played
Chipper or
too much
Vrak
Baldur's
want to
Gate.
make a history check, they certainly can.
Who and Brock?
Chipper and
Chipper
Vrak.
and Vrak.
Yeah, no, Emir
yeah,
and Vrak. Emir's going to be the one to know this, not Chipper.
Why would I know this?
Okay, all right, Matthew. Okay, don't get mouthy with me.
Would this be stories from? Oh wait, no, you're being sarcastic. Fuck you.
I'll
Wow.
take a 20 on a history check.
Wisdom fail on Nora in that part.
30.
Yeah, you guys are remotely familiar with the dragon they spoke of, Volkram.
Ah, you know what? Fuck it. Okay.
Emir is not.
Mir has never known anything in her entire life.
That's-
But
Zilzurus-
one thing does stand out that is a little surprising. Volkram's a gold dragon.
Oh,
These guys are clearly red.
Right.
I'm gonna lean into Rack.
I know a lot about dragons. Probably not as much as you, but like, do interspecial minglings create like different colors? Because I'm pretty sure the one they're talking about isn't red.
Not in so vibrant a hue as this.
You think they're
Yes.
confused?
No, I think that something else is afoot.
Oh.
And he'll go back to shouting towards the dragons. Another dragon is not intruding upon Volgax?
Volkram.
Volcrum.
Another dragon is not intruding on Volcrum's airspace. We apologize for the confusion. This is an airship, a non-draconic entity. We are passing through.
What is an
No
airship?
dishonor meant. It's a ship, a boat, much like those of the sea, except of the air.
Emir with her hands is mimicking like the waves of the water and then like a boat on it, but then the boat like lifts off.
But boats are made for the water.
And this one
Not
for the
this
air.
one.
Thus, it is called an airship, not a water ship.
Are there then land ships?
These are
I
called
guess a cart. Yeah, it's called a cart. Yeah.
Cart. Very interesting.
Chipper is like trying very hard not to laugh. Like very, very hard. Like
Make a
in the
charisma
background, all
save.
you hear is gnome giggles being like squashed as best as she can, and it's not really working. It's like
We mean neither you nor Volcrum disrespect or harm. Please allow us to continue passing through, unmolested.
Of course. Yes, yes. No harm. May we touch the Naught Dragon airship?
Lightly?
are they there? Because they're like small dragons, right? They're like not much bigger than Velocropt. They like land
they're
on
in
the airship.
lower size category.
Yeah, they could land on the airship. The airship is gargantuan. Like, beyond gargantuan, even.
No risk of
Like maybe they can land on the deck. Maybe we can make some friends. You know, we
Yeah,
can make
about
friends
that.
with Bill and Ted over here. You know, Bill and Ted Dragon.
Why do they want to touch it?
Because they're curious. They're
very evidently.
It is, in fact, an incredibly apparent curiosity.
They seem harmless enough.
What is the nature of your relationship to Volcrum?
Students.
And pray tell, where does Volcrum reside?
Oh, he has a cove in the north reach of the mountains.
Very well. If he looks to Emir and he looks to Chipper, you may land upon the airship for a few moments before departing. If you sense ill intent or foul play, we will not hesitate to act in kind. On the honor of your master Volcrum, I bid you enter.
So,
We're just a bit tense. We've had some problems in the past, so some security measures are in place.
Not
Oh,
6
oh.
days ago did we fight a pair of undead necrotic dragons. So, you must understand our apprehension.
oh
This is all
yes.
against shouting the sky.
Not all dragons.
not.
Just like not all cops, yes.
Fucking
Would they kind of fly along beside you? Up in the command center, Wick, Lathiar intones again. The dragons are approaching. Shall I prepare the main cannon?
We have a main cannon on the ship?
we definitely have a main cannon.
I didn't know
Why
we
haven't I
had
been
a-
fired out of this?
It's actually a really good question.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry, continue.
Kinda Wick. Did you
D?
forget you were on push to talk?
He might have
Mr. D.
left.
He's dead.
Or it might be his new mic.
Oh no.
He's
That's what the
gobbling
D
ghouls.
stands for.
Understood. I am
Dead.
firing up the main cannon.
Oh no 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 no.
D. Michael! Michael, maybe.
Tony, Tony, please.
I'm gonna fucking call him on his phone.
Slow. Jesus Christ.
No, he's probably just in the bathroom or something. Either way,
I will fucking.
He's loading
I
his
will
own main
invoke
cannon.
your government name, please.
do not.
I will invoke thy true name, and by thy true name I mean thy government name. Get
We
your ass
are
back here.
live on the internet. Do not do that.
I know. I won't, but
Anyway, the dragons fly back. And
You guys aren't using your government names?
No. The dragons land up on the main deck with hesitance at first, but eventually curious kind of. I do not like this, brother. No, it's cold, slippery.
Had we have known, we would have cleaned up the place that we're having guests.
Also, do you two have names? You know, I've been kind of just thinking of you two as just, you know, dragon. You two definitely have names. What would we address you as?
I am Colbur the Wise, and I am Phineas the Brave.
go. Okay.
It's a pleasure. Welcome. Can we get you any fresh fruit?
Fresh fruit. Oh! And you see Phineas, like, eyes go wide. The whale we were hunting, brother. Oh! And they both just fucking dive off the side.
Okay.
She's gonna watch intently, like, as they do that, and then, like, peek her head over the thing to watch them if they, like, come back up with a whale.
No, they're like fucking sailing off. You get the impression you just met two of the most scatterbrained dragons in the north.
That was Bill and Ted Dragon.
Excellent. Okay.
I had so many questions.
A shame, too.
Yeah. It might
Anyone
be
else here
for the
wants
best, though.
Well, I wanted to know why red dragons were studying under a gold dragon. They're generally not aligned. I'm pretty sure they're actually natural enemies.
Should we go and... Rather, Claw, would we still head to Shadow March, or should we, like, go and see what that was about?
This trip is already long enough. Honestly, we don't really have the time.
Wick,
Well-
mark the location on your wrist thingy. We should go.
Indeed, while a curiosity, I think that the alliance can be owed to unusual times.
Oh, yeah, the apocalypse.
Yes, they tend to breed unusual bedfellows.
Ew.
What?
They breed bedfellows?
Yes.
For Karen, we're... Ew.
What?
I was gonna just start laughing.
It's a completely common expression.
I had to take a phone call. Are we dead?
No, we just...
Yes, you almost shot us out of the sky, D.
Great.
We talked to the two dragons, and they were kind of cool. And so we invited them back on the airship, and then Lathier said, hey, the dragons are approaching. Should I shoot them? And then you didn't say anything, and then Lathier said, got it, shooting them. And we all panicked.
Oh,
Nothing happened though,
Great.
because obviously we would have flown in front of the
Right.
cannon to be like, don't shoot.
Right, it was a Matt joke, and they landed, and then they left. A gold dragon is teaching some red dragons, and that's unusual.
Yes, and the red dragons were
The end.
definitely fucking the stupidest dragons I've ever seen in my life.
They were young is the thing.
good for that.
For
And
being stupid or for being young?
For
Good for them.
overcoming racism.
Now that was us that did that.
Yeah, we did the overcoming of the racism. They just did.
congratulate
themselves.
us.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the chromatic and the metallic dragons is supposed to be like at odds with each other.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the oddity of it.
Yeah, so we were
Sir-
all fairly.
Sir Vicarum was also telling us about how they fuck when things are bad.
That is in no way what I said.
You said they breed when things are afoot.
I said strange times breed unusual bedfellows.
Anyone else not reading this, or?
I completely understand what he's saying, but I also get what you mean at the same time, and it's hilarious.
What do you mean? What do I mean? It's what he...
Princess.
Figure of speech.
Oh, it's not literal.
No.
No, it's an expression, a common expression.
Oh,
I've said this.
I'm going to go get some fresh fruit. What happened to that?
Rack, if you have a moment to spare, I would like to scheme with you, so to speak.
Very well. Let us turn to just enter the airship. So go inside. And how private is this conversation? Set the scene.
It doesn't have to be super duper private, but it is. Shiver does want it to be more of a one-on-one conversation. So she will close the door behind them, but you know, no seals or anything like that. No silence spells.
Okay.
I don't think I said anything to anyone, but I think it was just not an opportune time to say so. But and she's going to present him the astrolabe globe casting implement. The professor seems to believe that once the March Concord is over, that both him and Drow and them will not be around after. He has passed on the title of, he has passed his seat on to me, which obviously a great honor, and I accepted.
Congratulations.
But thank you, but it makes me uneasy as I'm not sure if Drowsar has made similar, how do I say this politely? Similar ideas of basically an understanding that they're going to die at the end. A sacrifice to, a new and better world. And I cannot accept that.
They did mention as much that we would have to put them on trial and have them executed as traitors.
I refuse to accept it.
Fracture sort of
How it
nods.
fucking feels.
I simply refuse. And I don't understand why, and she's getting, like, you can see her getting, like, flustered and frustrated about it. Like, her hands are twitching and her, like, little fists are all balled up. And I don't understand why they would just lay down and take it.
For the greater good. For the clan.
But is it a greater good to lose them?
For the reunification of the Empire and the overall salvation of Veldalg? Yes, Veldalg? Yes, that would be the greater good then.
I think the world would be a worse off place without them in it. And I understand the need for a trial. I truly do. But I cannot continue to sit by and allow them to lament in their acceptance.
All right. And?
I don't know. I just feel like we're not doing anything to help. Or to
We're
not in that way, but to
No, we're not. You're right. Chipper, there are entirely too many plates spinning in the air right now. We're off to war. We are going to storm the capital, to rout the Quori from their seat of power. We have to find Claw's brother and father, and we have to perhaps rescue Vandigan somehow. There's a lot going on, and then after all of that, we have Atropus to contend with.
I know.
I'm sorry, I really cannot even bear to think about an after. You're thinking about when we win the day and the state of the Empire afterwards. I can't get there yet. I don't know what's going to happen next, Chipper. I don't know what the future will hold for any of us.
As you say that, you hear in the next room.
No, hey, Tup, give me back that, you little shit.
Tup is in Lamalios. Tup got teleported.
Yeah, I teleported them all back.
Fucking idiot! Don't know your continuity. I don't know what the future will hold for any of us, for all of us. I don't know. I want to take things one step at a time. But right now, when we have settled all martial affairs, and for better or ill, the war is over, then we can sit down and talk about this. Talk about what is to be done with Dralizar and Gerard and the rest. But all I can say for now is that they are doing what they believe is best and what they believe has to happen. It's not that they do not love us. That is not why people sacrifice. It is because they love that they sacrifice. And he puts a big old hand on her shoulder.
There's a big old lip wobble.
I am sorry that you must contend with the mortality of your beloved professor. That the nature of succession requires those before us to fall.
It's not that I've never contended with mortality before. Every time we go out, I understand that my sacrifice and yours and ours is needed for this world. It is theirs that I cannot take.
Right. Seems a terribly unfair. Does it not? But that is how your parents must feel. That is how the rest of the court must view Mia's journey, or Sirius's subjects, or, well, perhaps not Claw's family, but Brazier to Wing. People put themselves in harm's way, do what they believe they must, and it is a fortunate reality that in doing so, they endanger their lives, consequently the lives of everyone who cares for. But such is the way of the
All I want to know is that when the time comes, you'll help. You'll help me try.
We will do what we can. though I have threatened his death before, I do not seek Jalazar's end. But I do not wish for my friend back to die. On this we are. And he kind of does like a half hug, like one of
Yeah.
those side hugs.
Yeah, the Christian side hug.
Yeah.
Well, all my life, the things ahead of me, I felt I could prepare for. Tests can be learned and studied and aced. It feels like a test that I can't study for. I can't prepare for.
Well, I was always very bad at studying and received poor marks on our exams. So I cannot say that I fully understand. But perhaps it is not that you cannot study this problem, but that there are other tests before you that must be prioritized for the time being. And with a student as expert as you, it is a sort of tournament of exams that you will assuredly come out the victor. First you will ace the capital, Elder Evil, and then you will ace the trial. But to study ahead of time would neglect the earlier due date. Greg is rapidly running out of academic metaphors.
You can tell, yeah. That I'm okay with. It is the fact that both those two that have already resigned themselves to fail that bothers me the most. I think I needed to feel like somebody was on side.
I do not necessarily view their deaths in this perspective as a failure. It is be regrettable, be quite sad, but they would be succeeding in what they set it out to do. Push to create that empire that will not be torn apart again. I do not imagine that to be a comfort, but it is an aspect of this. That we have different opinions of what it means to succeed. Us and them.
Yeah.
So. And so Vrak is going to transition the conversation into just talking about Drelazar and Gerard. Just talking about, like, I remember that time, or how was,
Yeah.
what was
The greatest
studying,
hits
like,
compilation.
Yeah, the greatest, like, this is when
Right.
the montage flashes across the screen.
Right, let's think about the good times and what they mean to us, and that will gradually push things to us both feeling good about these two important figures in our lives that we are becoming more and more aware of may die in a trial at our hands a little bit. But it's like it's man, some good times.
we've got Shadow March to prepare for. I've got yet another test. And she's gonna get up and dust herself off, clear clear the last, bit of sadness from her throat, and all right, let's do this. We can do this. And then she's gonna slap her cheeks and hike her skirt up and get out of there.
As soon as she shuts the door, Brack exhales and deflates.
Like serious in that one picture?
Yeah, seriously. Brack's been a balloon man this entire time. That's the other big secret.
Yeah, full of hot air. Yeah.
No, but his posture.
I know.
Yeah, I know. I'm just clarifying. Get back on track.
Yeah.
His posture sags.
And that is where we're going to take our break.
Ooh.
So we'll be back shortly and entering the second week of travel to Shadow March. So hang tight. I'm so glad I
strawberries and
unmuted
pickles, not
after
agreeing?
that.
Is it the thing I said?
I ate too many strawberries.
In like the last minute?
I wasn't talking.
My brother in Christ.
God damn.
I can't believe.
All right, we're back, and Sirius is going to throw up. So we move now into the second week of travel.
Actually, I had a conversation I wanted to have
Okay.
in like the first week, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. So I imagine this conversation would happen like at dinner, like maybe the first or second night. And Sirius like looks very antsy and like, but not like how he like his normal like anxious behavior. Like he seems more agitated than anything. And like halfway during the meal he stands up and like he like slams his hands on the table, but because he is what is it? He's like,
man?
yeah, it doesn't do anything. So he's like, Emer, could you make a really loud sudden noise, please?
Bang! She just says that.
Thank you. So, I was thinking about it, and I didn't like... I didn't like how Vrak was treated after the battle that we just did. We were able to protect the town, but not only that, I think Vrak had accomplished something really remarkable. And I don't think we responded to it properly.
Wait, who's at fault here, Stone Joe or us?
Us. I think...
Shit.
That is very, it is appreciated of you to say, Stairs, but, really, it's quite alright. Moving forward and all.
No, I don't think it's alright. It's just, I know that I haven't been around as long as the rest of you have been, and naturally I wouldn't really know Vrak as well as you do. But
Longer than me.
I mean... Oh wait, okay. What was the town called again?
Krovokios.
Krovokios?
I'm gonna forget this, so I'm typing it now.
I'll send it to you.
Thank you. I got it. But I do know that Krovokios was his home. And those people were, and still are, his family in some way. And I think for quite a long time, Vrak wanted to return there to his community, but he didn't. Because he is brave and righteous and loyal and willing to do the hard, impossible things for the sake of everyone. That's just the cloth of which his character is made from.
Increasingly sheepish. It's as though Sirius is sapping away his confidence in this very moment. And their positions are switching.
What the fuck is that?
Oh no. Out of character, I'm a fucking gremlin about this, but in character,
No.
Sirius is being very sincere.
Okay, good.
After the fight, Vrak was given a chance from Praetor Stonejaw to come back. but he didn't take it. And I think, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think it was entirely for the sake of loyalty. Sure, it probably played a part, but Vrak is no longer the same person he was when he left Krovokios. He grew and changed. And he made a home for himself outside of where he was familiar. And that ability to adapt, well, not only to adapt, but to look out, but to look at yourself and realize that what you want now is different, and that you are different, is remarkable. It's worthy of celebration with his friends, but instead of that, we immediately accosted him, trying to get him to admit to a lie that he doesn't want to talk about. And potentially, if he did talk about it, put in jeopardy much of what he worked to build. And I don't think it was right. And I should have said something, but I wasn't brave or righteous enough to say anything. And for that, Vikaram, I'm deeply sorry. You deserve the kind of allies who will speak up and support you, and I personally failed.
That was very... Thank you. I appreciated that. Truly. But it's quite all right, and it was a matter of curiosity and interest in something otherwise unknown. I did not take any offense by anything said or not said at the time, but I appreciate it. I appreciate you saying so. It's very kind.
I do believe the Southern Archfey, the Archfey of the Southern Court has raised a very good point. We have not been very hospitable with how you've been treated in the past, and nary a response after we left as well.
You all behaved quite well. I was concerned about it. Princess, especially you were on very good behavior, and I appreciate it.
I held it so hard together, but this isn't about me.
You did. No, but no offense was given or taken by any of you.
Regardless, you have still had an injustice done to you, so I would propose this. What can we, as a group, do for you? No strings attached. How can we make this right for you?
There's
what could
nothing
we
to make right? There's no wrong.
Then let's phrase it this way. Let us grant you a wish. Not a wish, but a what can we do for you?
If
As a thank you.
Dragonborn were capable of it, Vrak would be sweating bullets right now. Instead, actually, yeah, this is what I realized they do instead of that. Instead, you see that there's like, when he's talking, there's like a lot of static electricity in his mouth instead.
Lest it stress you, then we shall leave this be, and we can let it go into the wind and apologize for how we had treated you in the past. I personally have no idea what we're talking about. I failed the inside check. But
well, you failed the inside check, but
still
that
happened.
was to figure it out, and then Claw and Wick started talking about it. So it's known now.
Yeah.
So you're good on that front. That was
Yeah. Regardless, you've had an injustice done to you. If it so please you, we would love to assist and grant you a boon of some kind. Or,
Vrak is
as
looking
you're
for
very
some
clearly...
kind of help.
Say again, sorry?
Vrak is looking towards the others for some kind of help here.
Or you're
Guys, it's
very clearly uncomfortable, so we can just drop it and leave it in the wind.
look. If it really upset Vrak, he would have said so. Believe me.
I don't think it matters. Well, it does matter, but I don't think the point is not that we have upset Vrak in some way. I just think that we should have celebrated. Because Vrak is a very important part of our party.
Yeah, and we can do a little celebration here and now if you would like to do that. It's just at the time, do you really want to do a celebration with a bunch of rotting dragon and dragonborn corpses on the beach?
Well, we could have at least said something besides asking a bunch of questions. You know what I mean?
I understand where you're getting from. It is true. I did poke and prodded at him. I did. But I also said if he wasn't ready, he can always talk to me later or never again about it.
I'm not talking about just... My point is that I just think... My point is less about asking questions about the situation and more of just being proud and saying that. I wish I would have said that I am proud of Rakaram for turning down something that he's always wanted, but no longer does.
I would go far as to say that our presence here, following him and assisting with everything, is a measure of our pride of him.
Yes, I didn't see it that way as much back then because it wasn't a question if he would want to stay or not. At least from my perspective.
But the offer was not for me to stay, but for me to be allowed to return more than just that one day. To be granted re-entry to Clan, to gain membership of Clan once more, not necessarily to gain residence. For what it's worth. Even if I had accepted, I would not have stayed there.
Oh, well, of course.
Well, not of course, because Claw's believing that was what that meant. And it's not, and it's fine either way. Doesn't matter.
I apologize for assuming too much.
You don't, there's no apology needed. You were not privy to the whole of the affair. You did not know what everything meant when it was said. There's no, you have known everything I knew about what was being said. So he's looking like to Wick and Chipper like to help.
Wick
Chipper's gonna smile and wave and be like, like, I think I'm truly of the belief that you deserve this for Caram. And she's gonna wink and smile.
Wick
is kind of leaning forward on the table, doing almost like a Gendo Ikari thing, with like his chin on his hands that are clasped together, and he's like, I have no idea what this conversation is about. You have completely lost me.
Maybe I can help explain. Maybe it is just the imperial mindset that we were brought up with. But our achievements are not celebrated usually through
how did you describe it? A celebration? We are measured by our worth and our actions, and that is celebration enough. We just maybe it is unhealthy, and she kind of looks to me, but
He looks confused at her, like, what could possibly be unhealthy about not celebrating achievements, but instead punishing failure?
yeah, exactly.
He's looking at you confused. That is the way of.
It is the way of things, but like it might not be the healthiest thing in the world, but you know,
Success does
for,
not need
for,
to be
for the
recognized.
Imperial
Success-
citizens, we are measured by the worth of our actions of our achievements simply by, you know, continuing those actions.
Success
It is the honor is
award
implicit.
for succeeding.
Exactly, the honor is implicit.
Yes. Nothing
think-
need be said or done. You simply go about your day.
I mean, you know, not to take away from, you know, Ricarum's thunder, but you know, you said good things happen. You let your friends know, and they go congratulations, and you move on. That's how it's meant to be. Just exactly as what happened between me and Ricarum not 10 minutes ago. You say congratulations and you move on.
A day or
Emir's
two
gonna
ago.
shoot. Emir's gonna shoot Cirrus a knowing look of like, what the fuck, and then just be like,
Yeah.
maybe we could drop this. They have their own way of dealing with, you know.
That's true.
I do want you to know that we are proud of ourselves. We are. I'm sure Rack is very proud of himself, and she's gonna shoot him a look like, you better be fucking proud of yourself. But, you know, there usually doesn't have to be a celebration or a hullabaloo about it, you know? You just... You take your growth with pride.
At the very least,
Quietly.
know that we.
By yourself.
Jesus. At the very least, know that we're all so proud and thankful to be here, and for the days to come, prepared and ready with your
Yes.
support. I'm here to support you.
I think what I mean by celebrate is just I would like you to know, Rakaram, that outside of your achievements and celebrating them and whatnot, that personally I am very proud of you. It is an honor to have met you, and even a higher honor to fight alongside you. And I think I was upset because I didn't say that.
Well, and now you have said it, and I have accepted it, and expressed my long-felt congratulation, appreciation, and we can
Discomfort.
continue eating this lovely food that I have conjured.
Go team.
Quite.
Is whatever that was settled now?
To Druidcraft shoot like a leaf at Wick.
Yeah, I was gonna say Claw sends a bit of a glare at Wick too.
Just puff a bunch of leaves at him, at his face.
I do like that the three people who do like get it, as in like the celebrate
The
quietly
repressed
by
people.
yourself. Yeah, right. The three most opposite people.
I feel like the Fae just celebrate literally everything.
Inquisitorial autism got me acting unwise.
Dragonborn don't have a birthday. They all share a birthday, and they only celebrate every 5 years, and more celebrating the new kids that came. Like,
Their clutch day.
kind of. Every 5 years they have a feast when all the eggs hatch. That's it. Like, they don't even celebrate themselves when they celebrate themselves, or celebrating the clan as a whole. Like, there's not. You would never give Vrak a cake. He wouldn't know what to do with it.
Claw, can you pass the salt? Never mind.
What?
I got it.
I would say Claw would probably be in a similar situation. He grew up in a very prim, proper, militaristic household that mostly hated him, so he would not be used to any kind of celebration of achievements.
I don't want to. This is not like an insult, or I'm not tarnishing it. The comparison is not in any way supposed to diminish.
No.
Claw was Harry Potter under the stairs.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
all right, that's fair.
I'll throw
That's
this
not
out
a
there.
big-
Chipper's
No,
family
okay.
would definitely celebrate with her.
I'll take
just
those
throw it-
lumps. Okay, I'll
It's
take
not
those
a lump.
lumps.
It's not a lump.
I didn't
in
think
no
of
way-
it. I didn't think of it that way until literally that the words came out of your mouth, and I went, "Oh no!"
It's just that Harry Potter's not favorable anymore, so any comparison is negative. But there's nothing wrong with that part.
No,
the
no,
child
of course.
abuse part is untarnished.
Thanks? Question mark. Anyway.
Damn, it sucks that
Well-
Potter's fucking tarnished now. It's because J.K. Rowling wants to do my child abuse bit. Now it doesn't fly anymore.
Any which way. Let's move right the fuck on from that.
Hold on, I need real quick. Let me just
Oh
let's go
no.
with- I took 114 emotional damage during that.
Oh yeah.
I heal none of it.
Exactly as expected.
Yeah.
Sirius looks like he took 114 psychic damage from that. Like, he is quivering a wisp, barely sitting up in his chair.
Relax, I'll braid your hair later.
But
Okay.
nonetheless, the weeks continue on, and
Third week of travel.
second week of travel.
Only on the
Second week of travel.
Yeah.
Who's rolling?
Well, first, is there anything anybody would like to do during this week of travel?
Yes, several.
Your turn, Rack.
Vrak is gonna try to write 2 second-level spell scrolls. He's gonna swap in the darkness spell on his first sorcerer list and make the darkness. Is it darkness or the dark vision spell rather? And so this is a DC 14 check. I'm going to ask to borrow Sirius's tiara for a day, not even for half a day.
And making several wisdom saving throws.
Sirius, Slav, can I
Yes.
borrow Sirius's tiara for 4 hours, 5 hours
Of-
technically?
Of course.
Cool. So that gives me an int of 19, modifier of +4. I'm proficient in calligrapher's tools.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just, what, +6? Do I add it? No, it'd just be just proficiency. Right?
Yep, plus 11 total. Or no, plus 10
Plus
total.
So I'm going to roll 1d20 plus 10. Didn't make the first one.
Okay. You gotta get 3 fills in a row to fuck it up, so.
Succeeded the second one.
Mm-hmm. So that is the
Does that mean
first
I
one.
did it, or?
Yep, that's it.
Okay,
Because
cool.
it only takes 2 hours to
Second one.
craft. You're good.
Second one, done. Cool. So I've made 2 scrolls of dark vision. Now that as soon as Sirius is done being weak from using Wish, we're going to spend 10 days, us 3 casters, just concentrating our magical energy and pushing it out into a sort of glowing orb. So that'll
Okay.
be, yeah. At the end, it takes 10 days for us to do it, and it costs, I think, all our spell slots, or most of them. 8 hours a day for 5 days each.
Go up making the orb go wee meow.
Yeah. And all our orbs are different colors, and that's weird. But when that's over, after 10 days, I immediately give back the tiara. Nikki, Chipper, can do some magic enchanting to try to make some goggles. Well,
But that'll be
they're
after
enchanting.
the 10 days. That'll be in the next
Right.
set of
Third
travel
week.
rolls. So, is there anything else anybody would like to do during this week? Well, three
The
of
wisdom. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say the wisdom throws that I was doing was so I didn't laugh at Vrak wearing the tiara and interrupt his craft. I think I failed one of them.
Yeah.
That's why the first one failed.
The door just closes on your face.
I can fucking teleport.
Doesn't have to be through a place you can see.
Yeah, well, we're on a ship and we're not fucking serious at the moment, so I'm going to teleport in there. That's fine. Go on. Anything else anyone wants to do?
I can't fish because we're up in the sky.
No, that is
It would
Sky
be
fishing?
very difficult.
Sky fishing? Sky
Use
fishing?
me as the hook.
No.
Boo.
Plus, I had bad luck with fishing last time we were on a boat.
Yeah,
Flying fish? On cloudfish?
fishing is now
fishing.
illegal on this spacecraft.
New kinds of fish unknown
The thing is,
and unrecorded?
the thing is, I
you
don't
like?
want to try to fish because if I fall overboard, I don't
You have
have
wings.
Vrak to get me. Well, I do have one.
We stopped the ship.
No, I can't keep up with the ship.
All the sumptuous delights of the sky. The bountiful clouds.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Aesthetic plan and air.
I would like somebody to roll me a d100.
Is this for the last leg?
This is the second
Yeah, it's the
leg
second one.
of 3.
Okay.
Uh,
I want to do the last one since.
Alright, I'll do this then. I'll do this. 95.
95.
I want to see where one rolls one day.
I mean,
Okay.
it depends on the setting.
Go ahead and roll me a d8.
Oh man, I hope a T-Rex shows up.
In the sky.
Yeah.
Okay. The second day, as you guys are kind of making travel, once again, Lathiar pings in your mind wick. I'm detecting a weather disturbance. I think.
Of what nature? Like a pressure system?
Yes, but it is localized around a single cloud.
Cloud giant?
Might be a cloud giant, boys.
Excited!
Can I do a little bit of druid crafting to see if we can check if the weather is gonna be fine soon?
I mean, Vrak can just tell you the weather's fine,
Frack,
because he's got a thing about that
I mean, it
specifically.
means I have proficiency with nature checks to determine the weather.
Oh,
I could just do a little thing and just say a yes
Yeah.
or no, but it's fine.
yeah, so then, since he has to make a check and he's crafting shit, so yeah, you can do druid craft and it tells you that
No, it's okay, it's fine, don't worry about
Alright, get fucked. Yeah, the weather's gonna be fine.
it. Okay, so it is localized. It's not real.
Hyper-localized.
Take us past it, but be cautious.
Of course.
Let's check it out, boys. Boys and girls.
If you just want another giant belt,
It's a better giant belt.
It's a very
Thank
good
you.
giant belt, actually. It's the best giant
the
belt.
best
No,
giant
that would be a
belt.
storm giant.
Ah,
We could make it cranky, and then a storm would happen, and then it becomes a storm giant belt.
well, Cloud Giant is still like second best, though, isn't it?
I don't
It's-
think so,
yeah.
actually.
No,
It's
I think
tied.
it is.
You're hearing beeping? This is Lathia. I'm not turning on my electric blanket or anything.
Cloud Giant's got 27 strength.
Oh, yeah. But
Storm
Lathiar
giants are
endeavors to just carry you on.
Now, Now,
no,
Richard.
no, that's not what Wick said to do. Wick said to go past it.
Yeah.
Like, kind of near it.
And it let us go, didn't it?
Wick, are you taking them directly to it?
We're gonna fly close to it, but adjacent to it. We're not going in.
Right, right.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be crazy. Unless.
That'd be crazy good.
You're busy crafting. Shut up.
It took me 4 hours on the first day. Thank you. I'm done.
You're making sentences now, though.
Into a fucking tornado, Rich.
It's not a tornado. It's just a cloud. Okay, it's a high pressure cloud. That's it.
It's just a big cloud.
Yeah, it's just a big fluffy cloud that may or may not contain a cloud giant. You know.
Several members of
At the very
members
least,
of the team clearly want to go. Are we doing this or not?
I'd love to.
It's up to Wick. He's flying the ship.
I mean,
Wick. It is also up to. Yeah, if you plug into Lathiar, you see a very large kind of cumulus cloud that is strangely rigid.
Come on, boys. Gotta get Daddy a new pair of belts.
Maybe can we see Vrax's excitement with this?
I mean, so far nobody knows but Wick.
I don't know. This is
Oh,
all
I
Rich.
see.
I'll tell everyone that there's a weird thing happening. Like, they deserve to know.
And what is Vrax's reaction?
He's sort of quietly nodding, like,
Eric, can I make it a check to see if I know what it is?
Sure, give me Arcana.
Would you? Now,
You
I
can-
don't
you
want to
could try
sound.
too.
Okay. Can I also attempt that check?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
38, not 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, this tracks for cloud giant behavior.
Hey, look! It's probably a cloud giant.
The fucking exclamation mark appears above Vrax's head.
he's trying to not, but there's clearly an exclamation. Curvekek is actually going fucking nuts. Like, the little bat thing that on Vrax's shoulder a lot is like trying to fly straight out of the window, like at the window. Like, you know how like when a fly is trying to escape, but there's a window in the way? It's doing that, just scratching at the glass. Like, actually like, fucking fervent. And Vrax is just sitting there nodding like, that would be a considerable ally or opponent.
You all really wish to go harass some giant that's minding their business in the sky?
I don't, but if everybody else wants to do it.
Can I do an insight check on Vrax?
I don't think you need to at this point.
No, it's pretty obvious.
Shooting a look at Cirrus.
Well, I'm most partial to your point of view here. We are doing this largely for you, after all, this trip we're on.
That is true. That is the case, yes.
Will we hear the end of this?
I feel like Rack deserves it. Y'all were talking about, sorry, not y'all. You guys were talking about celebrating Rack's achievements. You know, this could be a very good gift for his achievements. And she's gonna shoot Rack a look.
Claw's head slowly turns over to Chipper, like, are you guilt tripping me right now, Chip?
I'm guilt tripping all of you right now for my friend,
Well-
Server Karam.
Well, ignoring everything about what they're saying. Shadow March or this thing?
I mean,
See-
and she's gonna keep. So it might as well have been all talk then, huh?
Cirrus is giving Claw like sparkly eyes. Like his eyes are literally sparkling.
I was like about to like strangle Chipper.
Okay, you.
Just, like, badgering and annoying Chipper now.
It would be exceedingly selfish of me for us to delay the trip for me to have the opportunity to arm wrestle such an individual.
Yeah.
And I would never ask him.
Fine. Go have fun.
Fine, I suppose we're doing this then.
If everybody else is
We're going.
All
Go.
and Vrax
Yes.
is very quietly, Vrax is very, very quietly, probably only perceptible to Emer and Wick, just says thank you.
Kipper's gonna sidle up to Vrack and kind of give him a cheeky elbow, like, I got you. I got you.
Like, guys, I gotta keep it real with you. Out of character, this is an extremely murder hobo-y thing to do.
See, now, you're right.
You're
correct.
not wrong.
When in Rome.
Vrack is not in character interested in
Fuck, I
killing
could have
him
said
and
when
taking
in
his-
Grove.
I mean, a while ago, yeah. That was months ago.
So much.
Okay, the out of character, like in character, Vrack is not saying I need to kill him and take his belt. In character, this is like, he just wants to like wrestle with him, or maybe get him to help them. There is a cultural thing with, specifically Bronze Dragonborn and Cloud and Storm Giants, because they're seafaring. It's like not a rivalry, but it is sort of a ambition sort of thing, like a what's the word? Fighting a cloud giant or a storm giant is like a thing for them, specifically. Not like a frost giant. Like we've met a giant before, and Vrack didn't want to fucking go off in character. He was just like, oh, cool, a giant. Cloud and storm giant specifically is like, oh, the masters of the storms.
So it's like a
Be a shame if-
stereotypically heroic act for them.
Yeah, less heroic and more like glory and conquest. Like,
Yeah.
he took down a storm or a cloud giant. He really mastered the storm. Their fucking name means like maelstrom some shit. I forget what it is exactly. Like, they're all about it. So
Yes,
that's
yes,
where he's coming.
I would not want to rob you of this opportunity. We'll come calling upon this giant.
Are the giants sentient or?
Yeah, no, they're people. They're human
Oh.
men, but big and strong. Like, they have their own culture and language. It's a whole thing.
Oh, are we? What are you doing to them then?
We're
Vrack wants to
genociding
wrestle
them.
No. No.
Okay.
Bad wizard.
Scratching
was
out
going to say-
Italian, the Chipper war crimes marker.
I was going to say put me in the cannon and fire me there because I want to get there first before Chipper does. Guilt tripping little shit.
Tenno.
Hey, I'm here for my best friend, second best friend, Sir Vicarum
That's your
Kurobokiak.
second best friend?
Wow.
Actually, I
Not
think
even first.
third,
Wick.
second
would
or
have been.
third, yeah.
Yeah, Wick. For sure.
Yeah, second or third. It's pretty tied between
All the
Vrack and Wick,
non-claw
though.
entities.
Yeah, everyone who's not Claw gets a pretty steep, like.
Let's go,
It's
Storm
there's a
Giants.
fucking
Let's go.
leaderboard. Jeez.
Let's go,
Yeah,
Cloud
with-
Giants. Let's go.
Look,
There's
Let's go,
absolutely a
Cloud
leaderboard.
Giants. Let's
there's
go.
absolutely a
Let's go to the
leaderboard.
Cloud.
Chipper does in fact like lists.
No. Are you guys raising the ship up there, or are you slowing the pace down and letting everybody fly there?
Raising the ship, no?
What if ship get damage?
I mean, I think it might be a better idea for us to just, like, you know, hop out, so to speak. And if we do need to hop out, you know. I do have a spell that lets one of y'all turn into a dragon.
Chipper's.
I don't know why
Chipper's
we're not
over,
embracing this.
Chipper's over here fucking tweaking out. Let me cast a spell. I just want to cast a spell. It's normal.
It's somatic nature.
It's my fucking 9th level spell, and I just want the opportunity, and you guys are like
you guys
taking
out
it
of
away from
spells
me.
because you finished the thing today?
You can.
No, that takes
This
time.
was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we
Handle
probably
Wick,
have
load
to
me in the
start-
cannon.
Brack, you could be a fucking adult golden dragon. I could
What, to-
do these things for you.
To do so
Did you
would
vote-
rob me of the victory for successfully wrestling.
That's
Handle
fine.
Wick.
Yep.
Wick, I know, doesn't
Load me
like
in the
being
cannon.
flesh-based creatures, but that's fine. But somebody
Why don't
please
we
let me.
simply
It's a new spell.
the
You gotta
ship
let me.
above the cloud level and then
Oh.
come closer?
That's yes. That I agree.
Chipper is going to look at Vrack with a deep betrayal. Like, how could you do this to me?
If you wish to turn someone or something into a dragon, that can be later, okay? I will let you
Fine.
turn me into a... Actually, I think Curvecat would adore that, but not right now. Let's simply...
Candlewick, I'm noticing an intense lack of you not talking to the little guy on your wrist and telling me to load into the cannon. Let's get this done.
I'm not shooting you out of the cannon.
Why?
And irresponsible.
Candlewick,
Yes.
I have realized something.
What might that be?
Friends are batshit insane.
I do not want to break Princess Emir's heart. But there is no physical cannon on this ship. Our
You just said main cannon before!
Our main weapon is a spell cannon.
Ah, I see.
I do not know how to break this, and I do not want to hurt the princess. I would urge you to begin construction of a cannon.
Immediately.
True friendship.
It looks like you have a fan.
A last yard.
Come on, Wick, let's go into the cannon, please.
The cannon is inoperable right now. We have
Hate
not
that I'm-
had need to use it so far, and I just simply haven't readied it.
I hate that I'm half tempted to pick up Chip's offer on the dragon, but
You could be a dragon. You could.
for Cam,
you could
throw
be
me. First chance you get.
Brack just picks her up and throws her across the room like a dart.
You little shit.
You asked.
Make
When
a
we
wisdom
get there,
save to not go wee. Do not.
I'll allow it.
Wick is
Nat
like
one.
rubbing.
Nat one.
Wick is rubbing at his forehead. He's like, oh,
I know
see
Claw's
everything.
Claw's in the same boat here. Both are just like, oh my god.
Her arms are crossed the entire time as she goes and perfectly lands on the wall with her feet.
I see everyone is indulging their basest instincts today.
Look who's talking.
So, Rikarum, we're doing this for you. You are going to throw me at whatever it is we're going to fight as soon as we get there. As hard as you can.
Well,
I will
we're
be
going
a bullet.
to talk to them first.
You just said you want.
Yes, I'm
Just
not going
take
to
it.
just jump
Okay,
them.
enough stalling. Take us over, please.
So you lift up above the cloud, and now you have a kind of better view of things. And this is a large cumulonimbus cloud that seems, or not cumulonimbus, cumulus cloud that seems more rigid. And you realize as you kind of crest over it why that is, because there is a lone cloud giant who is kind of has this massive just tree of a staff that they are kind of etching through the top of the cloud. Little trails of kind of phosphorescent pink and purple kind of trailing along it and disappearing and causing the cloud to become rigid as they trace it. They seem to be carving runes into it.
Yeah. Did you not know that giants make the shit out of runes?
You've activated
They're rune carvers.
Sirius's
So, see now.
Yeah, you're
Now
a
you're
rune
feeling it.
guy. You of all people would know that.
And they kind of look up towards the ship now, and the eyes are this pale milky color, but most of the other facial features are shockingly hard to kind of pick out. There's a lot of kind of obscurity to them. They're constantly roiling and shifting. Hard to make out much about the actual form. Very clearly a cloud giant. They look like a cloud. But, and the ship lingers there. What would you guys like to do?
Should we talk to this thing?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Disembark if you would.
We will, yes. All aboard, coming aboard. Off
Coming.
board. I'm going to load up on Bellicrup, everyone that can't fly. Amir has to come to translate, assuming they don't speak
I
common.
can. I think I speak giant.
Do you?
Oh no. Those were one of the languages I had to give up when I swapped off of
Rip.
Onomancy. I did have giant before though.
Rip.
Because I distinctly remember it was funny because I had Gnomish and giant.
That is pretty funny. Pretty good bit.
Thank you. I appreciate
Anyone that wants to come aboard will get on Bellicrup and we'll fly and we'll land. And Vrak will get off of Bellicrup and wave and shout out "well met" in common, hoping that Amir mimics him.
And it is surprising. You land on the cloud, and it's springy, but it's solid. That-
1-to-1, I'm mimicking Vrak. Posture, movements, everything.
In giant. Oh, go ahead, Sirius.
Oh, Sirius is coming with, and he is very enraptured with like the clouds. He's taking notes. He wants to put some of these bad boys and install some of these bad boys back home.
Yeah, the immediate thought that springs into your mind is that there is no better mattress in the world.
Hell yeah.
But Emir translates, and the giant kind of turns more to face you, and in giant calls back. That's a nice can that you come in.
Translations are happening. Thank you. That is a fine staff.
And they just turn around and keep carving.
For Karen, what are your intentions right now?
Well, for one, hope he could help us in the coming war. Otherwise, perhaps we would learn something. The skies. Sirius is quite fond of runes and such. Especially, I would like to wrestle him.
You want to wrestle?
Yes, it would be a glorious conquest of the skies and all they represent.
I was gonna go fire out of a cannon at this guy, and he seems so nice. Like, what is wrong
Yes,
with me?
no, it'd be... He's a perfectly fine fellow. Please continue. Convey as much as I have said.
Of course.
So Amir says all that shit I just said about how...
Thank you.
Right, we don't... Look, it's a whole rigmarole. There's a war. Have you noticed Atropus? That's a whole thing. We could use your help. If not, that's cool. What's up with them runes?
She's doing the kill like Ryuko, like, you know when Ryuko's talking about does anyone ever in here seen that?
I have. I've completely forgotten it.
Yep. When the girl in like little sailor outfit uniform is like, no, Ryuko's amazing, and she's doing like the hand gestures and doing all the like miming and stuff like that.
Well, with
like
the
Atropus,
spotlight.
she'll like,
yeah.
she'll do like a big circle with her arms for the moon and stuff like that. And yeah, continue.
Right, so just generally real quick. Hey, there's a big fight. We could use your help. You noticed Atropus, we gotta fight the moon. Otherwise, everything's gonna die, including the sky and you. So that, you should be made aware of that. What's up with them runes? That's all first and foremost. We're gonna hold off the wrestling till the end.
Oh, that's a lot. I'm just making my home here. I don't really fight. I had to flee from my last home because bad people were around.
Where was your last home?
Head in hands.
And they kind of point off in the direction of the Old Tail Mountains.
What direction is that, compass-wise?
Be southeast from where you guys are.
That's near where the gold dragon is, I think.
Yeah, I was about to say, did you have trouble with a gold dragon?
Oh, no, I've never really been bothered by dragons that weren't, the marked of Grifnir.
Not ringing any bells. Brack probably doesn't know enough about this shit to warrant a history check.
Would you like me to attempt a history check?
If you want, it doesn't matter.
If it doesn't matter to you, then I won't do it, you know?
Yeah, it's fine. Well, you are, of course, this is your home, or shall be. You are, of course, in no way obligated to fight, but it is an obligation on my part to inform you of becoming Atropus and all the troubles that would entail. If you do not seek claim in that regard, would you, by chance, be at liberty to teach us a little of your runes? One of ours is quite adept and interested in their craft.
We could repay you somehow as well. It's just what she'll add on her own.
Oh. Yeah, no, and Brack understands that she added that because it just sounds like common to him, or draconic to him, actually. Of course, yes. We can.
They'll kind of look around at their cloud. Do you have coin?
We do.
Flip it. If lands on heads, I teach you.
And tails?
I don't.
That's fair.
Well, I'll take it a gold. 1 for heads, 2 for tails.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's heads he'll teach?
Heads he'll teach. However...
Well, should have said that before.
No, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
What was the however?
Oh, I was going to land on tails either way.
Oh.
You give it a flip. Actually, Emir, you would notice with your passive perception that high, as it reaches the top of its flip, it's still moving pretty quickly as it comes back down when it should be losing momentum, and it lands on the cloud on tails.
Could I have done like, if noticing mid movement picked up on that, could I have done like a little druid craft to like gust of wind it and make it a random result?
You certainly could, but it would be obvious.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Yeah, you don't have like subtle spell or anything.
I still notice it. Without informing the others that are with us. Xeris is here and Vrak.
Mm-hmm.
Just us three.
And Chipper.
And Chipper.
Oh, and Chipper, sorry. She'll just look at the coin, look at the cloud, and say, "I saw that. You think you're cheeky."
Is that one tails?
Indeed. Seems luck was not with us today. Unfortunately.
It wasn't luck that's not with us. I saw it continue to flip. Being that you are a cloud giant, you used some air magic to influence the result.
Did I?
Insight, please.
Roll me insight. There's a kind of smugness. Not the kind of smugness that comes from like, oh, I pulled a trick on you and got away with it, but a smugness in like, You don't even understand what just happened.
I can still. Well, no, that's not. I'm not responding to you, rather. I have a pretty strong theory of what just happened, and I know that you're trying to pull a fast one on us.
No. Hold on. We are uninvited guests here.
I tell you
I would
what.
have. Oh, okay.
I teach you, little one, a small trick in parting. Do you want to know a trick?
He says he'll show me specifically a trick because I've caught him out on it as a parting gift.
Okay.
Can I insight again? Because I feel like it's just gonna puff me off the edge.
Sure. Their posture doesn't seem violent at all. And they seem to have kind of genuine intentions.
Given that it's gonna be a no, I apologize for my suspicions. I would love to.
Okay. You have coin?
Brat gives her the coin we just used.
Every single word that comes out of your mouth, I'm looking at it like,
More coin. Get 10
second.
coin.
10 coins, please, for
Brat gives her 9 more gold.
Throw them all up.
She'll do so.
You toss them all up, and each one lands on tails. Trick is
Why
don't gamble
sense-
with cloud giants.
Do I sense any kind of magic happening?
Do you cast detect magic?
Yes, I do.
No magic.
Oh.
Verbatim, she'll just repeat it, what she said, not as like I'm translating it,
Right.
but obviously that is what's happening, but as a like, don't gamble with cloud giants.
Chipper, if you would like, you can roll Arcana.
Matt, you bless me
That's
so.
Make an
You-
Arcana, yes.
Activated her naught.
32.
It dawns on you, books you've read before. Cloud giants in giant society are often the wealthiest of giants. They accumulate treasures, and they continue to accumulate treasures. They do this because cloud giants are supernaturally lucky.
She's not gonna say anything to anyone. She's just gonna let these people, her very good friends, kind of stumble further into the trap, so to speak.
If you were not truly interested in telling us about the runes, that's all you have to say. I imagine that combined with your aversion to fighting means you would not be interested in a friendly bout of arm wrestling or sparring or any of that such, so...
Mayhap, and shooting a look back to him to see that sigh specifically. Mayhap we could bargain.
Oh,
You
I'm
mentioned
very weak.
No. You mentioned before that you had left your home because of other cloud giants or some other force.
Oh, no. The King Grifnir. But I hear he's dead now, but I don't want to go back.
Could we go back and secure a little gift from there
What?
for you?
What do you mean?
Well, from the story that you were painting, lest I suspect you were trying to pull another fast one on us.
Nothing
You
I do
had-
fast.
you had left
I do.
your home
I do want
previously.
to know he isn't technically pulling a fast one on any of us. The game is
Eh.
perfectly fair.
No, it's not. He's supernaturally lucky.
It's still
That's
fair.
not-
He's not cheating.
No, it's not. Wait,
He-
he has a
he-
cheating aura around him.
He
And he knows
supernaturally like made the fucking coin spin super fast, and it landed on tails, and then all of the coins
Right.
landed on tails.
Like he didn't
Yeah.
have.
It's a
like,
passive. It's a passive. He can't control it.
Yeah,
for sure.
it's like some people are born with fucking long ass hair, but it's not, you know, if they always end up in like hair growing contests and they always win, you know,
He
it's
didn't
not
want-
that they're
he didn't
cheating.
wind up in one. He suggested it.
That's true.
The odds are not 50-50. They're 0 to 100. He knows he
Yes.
will win every time. So
Yes.
it's not like it's not a pulling a fast one, but it isn't honest.
That's true.
Anyways, what was Amir saying? Please.
My comrades will stop me if I'm wrong, but I'm an indulgent little fairy, and I would like to see them happy. And I would also like to see you happy, because you do have an aura of smugness around you that I'd like to treat as you have enraptured me at the moment. We could go to your place that you came from, secure, as you said you had left on not good terms because you were driven out. We could secure a treasure for you of some kind, bring it back, and then you show us the meaning of those runes, and maybe along the way we could find other cloud giants that my friend could wrestle as well. Win-win for all parties.
I tell you meaning of this rune. There's no trouble. This rune I carve, make cloud solid. Only work on cloud.
I convey that to Sirius.
Sirius is aggressively writing down stuff.
He fascinated by that?
He's very... Yes, he is, and that... Oh, I hope there's no problem with that.
Oh, no, we giant have word for that.
Fanboy.
Nerd. And the rest of you hear this, like, complicated, like, 12-syllable word.
Excellent.
Jesus. Well, I thank you for the meaning of that. Vac is still not having... Alright.
No, I mean, he's disappointed. They're not going to fight. This guy called him weak and says he doesn't want to fight him. That sucks to hear. That's bad.
Bottom. Would you be amenable to us wreaking some vengeance on your homeland? How does that sound? In a nicer way.
From what I hear, he's already dead. Besides, I like this cloud. It's good, how you groundwalk say? It's good, good house on prairie.
Her head is in her hands, like massaging her forehead. I'm tired of thinking. Can someone else just please talk? What are we doing?
I believe we're going to leave.
Okay, thank you for your time.
He does
This
not
has
want
been
to
a-
join us. He does not want to help with Atropus. He is not interested in sharing his runes, and he's not interested in wrestling. Unless
I hope in the-
we could entice him in some way, make a bargain.
With my Arcana check, do I know what cloud giants value? Like, truly value?
You could just ask him. Would there
Yeah,
be
but I
any
don't think he
other
tells.
thing that would be amenable to you for?
They're like crafted materials usually, but this guy's very clearly kind of an oddball.
Okay.
Could we offer him like a moon rock or something?
We could offer him whatever. Like, we don't know what he wants.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Okay, well, Chippa.
We could offer him the Ashkeeper's Cloaca Fleshlight. That would probably be about the right size.
Huh?
The Ashbreaker's Cloaca Fleshlight? Did you say?
Ashkeeper.
Yeah, ash keepers.
Yeah, that's what I
always-
said.
Flashlight.
It's an ash breaker.
When did
That's
you
what
get out
Chipper
that
did.
item, Matt? I didn't hear about that one.
It's the very rare primal essence we harvested from the
Oh,
ash keeper.
yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
In the
I
notes,
didn't
Chipper,
know
that's
that.
what it says. Very rare primal essence. But these ash keepers cloying a fleshlight. He'd probably appreciate that.
Google.com.
Yeah.
I have lost control of my life. How do I fix it?
Matt,
Go away,
I just want to
Facebook.
tell you, Claude did not want to do this, so you can't blame him.
Uh-huh.
Let's all blame Claw.
Is there something that we can get you in exchange for something we would like?
What would you like?
Fuck, what do we want, Rack?
My friend just wants to wrestle you. It is a point of
Or
pride for
someone
him.
Or someone like you.
I mean, you go up
I would-
mountain, you find tons of giants.
Okay,
Much
mark it down on the
stronger
map.
than
For
me.
him-
I'm weak. I'm little baby
Well,
man.
you see, for him, it's
No.
just a cloud and a
Don't.
storm giant.
Don't tell him not to put himself down. He's quite strong.
Oh,
Kara, mark down mountain map, more giant, wrestle later. Let's go, please.
We will not have the time.
Yeah, later. I just mean for like
There is no
Things to-
later. We don't have.
after
Later.
Atropus. How does that sound?
You know what I'm gonna do? I believe I might not have the spell anymore because I'm no longer an Onomancer, but I did have the
You what?
spell that
What?
The class, subclass.
the class. I
Oh,
went from
right.
Onomancer to Scry. I'm still in
What spell?
character in
What spell,
Onomancer,
yeah.
but I mean
Okay.
I'm no longer
What
because the
spell?
Onomancer got archived.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
yeah.
Some class got vaulted.
Give me what spell are you talking about? Please.
What is it called again? Understanding languages that
Tongues?
tongues. Tongues.
Tons.
I think I might still have tongues, but I need to just double
Okay.
check.
Why do you need tongues?
Because then Rat can communicate with them directly.
I'm
Tongues
one to
is-
one.
Tongues targets you.
Yeah, it's 1-to-1 anyways. Amir, when I'm talking, Amir is saying exactly what I'm saying.
I'm miming along like a little genie.
This spell grants the creature you touch an ability to
Oh,
understand any
touch.
spoken language it hears.
Touch. Neat.
Yeah.
Pog.
But it doesn't speak like you have to understand common. Whereas I'm universally understood and can understand.
Chipper, Nikki, you're good. The system we have
Okay.
works.
Okay.
If he doesn't want to fight, we're not going to make him fight.
I would
I know,
just
that's fine.
like to point out that Wick was
Yeah.
100% right. This guy is just chilling and minding his own business.
And we're going to respect that.
We're gonna leave that as it is. So thank you for your time. I appreciate your hospitality.
Take care.
You
Oh,
too.
don't forget your coin.
Pick up the
Of course.
10 coins.
11 coins.
I'm sorry, but just the mental image of like Brack and Emir standing there.
Down.
Yeah,
Heads
On a
low.
cloud.
yeah, on a
Yeah.
cloud, heads lowered. Fucking Chipper and Sirius are like waiting in the car.
We fly back away onto the ship.
Absolutely.
Emir,
So, how was your trip?
wordlessly, Emir flutters past and just shuts the nearest door and exits through it.
He was not interested in aiding us in any way, fighting us, Atropus, imparting any knowledge of runes to the page, or
We got
any
some
sort of
runes.
sparring.
You got one rune.
I believe the page jotted one down that makes clouds solid. From what I
Springy,
gathered.
so it may be good to fall damage, but yeah, I'm not here.
It is going to have, like, no combat use.
Right now.
Oh yeah, Sirius is just making every single bed in the
Out of
on the
clouds, huh?
museum. Yeah, out of clouds.
That's good. That's nice.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
We have 1 W and 5 L's.
Incalculable. Things.
Moving on.
We have received every L.
Emir's going to stay in her room for the majority of the day.
God damn it, Matt.
This encounter gave me a lot to mess with, because it specifically says an eccentric cloud giant rune mage.
The C in eccentric stands for cunt.
That's right.
You can't spell eccentric without cunt.
Yeah,
You
can.
You can.
Very much
everyone's
can.
miserable
It's
like
just-
me. Sweet.
There's no U in it, Nikki. You literally.
I
can.
know. That was a part of the joke. It's fine.
There's a
It's fine.
Eccentric.
TNT, but
But we progress into the last week in which you will be arriving at Shadow March.
I'm rolling D100, right?
well, first we're making goggles.
Okay.
Mhm. So,
All right.
We're also jotting down on the map where that guy lives. So, just we know that. Put it in notes. I'm just gonna say, we know where a cloud giant lives.
oh yeah.
He's a
around Gold
weirdo
Dragon
and a
Place
dick.
as well.
He's a weird loner.
Dick.
No, just weird loner. He's not
He was
mean.
not a dick.
He wasn't a dick. He was
Kind of a dick.
fine. We barged into his house and said, like, hey, join this war? Join this other war? Fight me?
Maybe we're the dicks. Maybe we are the dicks.
Like imagine if you were just mowing your lawn and some dude just like walked up to you. He's like, "Hey, you wanna do a bunch of shit? You wanna entertain me right now?"
Yeah.
My little fairy went from we are going to murder and this is going to be good for Vrak to I want to
That
get
was-
fired
that
out of
was
a
never-
cannon to not being fired out of a cannon to holy shit I almost tried to like go to toe to toe with this guy. He seems like nice and then he's a dick and then he's being smug about it as well. First of all, this is all initiated because some little gnome decided to be super duper smug and call us on our bluff.
Hey, look, I gotta stand for my homie.
Who's the homie?
Vrack.
You.
Oh, right, okay. Never mind.
Well,
Yeah.
What do you
nonetheless,
mean?
Continuing.
It is-
Continuing.
4 crafting checks for the Goggles of Night.
Okay, what am I rolling?
So the check is-
Enchanting. It is...
Goggles.
Arcana.
Arcana proficiency bonus plus intelligence modifier. So just,
Okay.
yeah, Arcana.
Okay. Do
Presumably
I get
with
my
an-
Arcana boost about it? Can I roll it at advantage? Because it is Arcana.
What's the specific on that?
That's a good point.
Uh,
5.
Let me read it.
I don't think it gives you blanket advantage. Because that is incredibly uncommon.
Would you like a guidance?
At 14th level, your connection to your awakened spellbook has become so profound that your soul has become entwined with it. While the book is on your person, you have intelligence on all intelligence parentheses Arcana
oh, yeah,
checks,
you do.
as the spellbook helps you remember magical lore.
Well, there you go. So yeah, you do.
Hell yeah, I do. Okay, here we go. Advantage. 32.
Actually, you don't have to roll.
Okay.
Because a nat 1 is not an automatic, or is not an automatic failure in and when it comes to 5e skill checks, since the DC is 13, it is literally impossible for you to fail this.
Yay!
So it just takes you 16 hours worth of work to make 2 pairs of Goggles of Night.
Okay.
Sick. That's for
Sick.
me and Emer, and now we can see in the dark. And now everyone can see in the dark.
Thank you.
Good
Do they
call.
Why
require
am I
attunement?
not crafting magical shit more often if I'm like
That-
guaranteed to succeed?
They wouldn't.
You
require
tell me, bud. Remember how you continue to forget to prepare 2 free scrolls every morning?
Yeah, oh yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Or preparing
Yeah.
the right spells.
No, she gets 2 free scrolls every morning
A day.
on top of everything else.
I was saying on top of that, sometimes she forgets
Yeah.
to prepare spells.
Well, I mean, she's got. a lot.
Well, that's the thing that happens, right? Is that I think something's gonna happen, and if I don't have a spell prepared for that day, that it's just I just didn't like realize what was coming. That's kind of normal.
Right.
Yeah, I
That's
prepare,
being
I prepare
a wizard.
fist and it usually works out.
Well,
It does.
Okay.
But
nonetheless. if nobody has anything else they want to do during this last 10 days, let's get that last D100.
Hold on, I'll say this. Claw has been a bit of a nervous wreck as the whole trip has been going. A lot
During
of
dinner
pacing.
one night, Frack makes sure to... no. Nothing.
Okay. I'll say he's been pacing the ship and, yeah, not really talking too much, but still doing, like, all the normal morning routines and some of the other routines, but he's nervous, to say the least. And I'll roll the D100. 66.
66.
Wow. Yeah, I was gonna say we're 66 when we're heading to the Demon Island. Okay.
Okay. That is clear travel.
Yay!
Is that us picking up the coins, Frack? What is that?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really good.
Frack went in as John Cena and came out as the Gleaners. We should have made it look like a cloud. Ah, well.
It works.
That's critic.
Is there anywhere specific on Shadow March you are heading to land?
Fucking Tiefling Village.
At least nearby. Let's not land like directly there and scare the shit out of them.
As close as physically possible without being on top of the village.
Okay. So, for Emer and Cirrus, you two have had quite the variety of experiences outside the Grove, but few compare to the Isle of Shadowmarch, perched just off the northwest coast of Veldalg, where much of your experience in Veldalg has been through the kind of, granted, rocky, but at the same time, relatively lush terrain of the northeastern reaches of the March Concord. Shadow March is a different beast. The soil is blasted black. The trees reach up to the heavens and are completely defoliated. Flames burn perpetually in very clear remnants of human settlements, long abandoned. At the center of the isle, there is a single tower that reaches up to the sky and constantly radiates an air of unease. Occasionally, you catch glimpses of the creatures on the surface, twisted, distended monsters that would even give some of the denizens of the Court of Whims a run for their money. You settle down off the southeastern coast at a place near enough to where Claw seems to know to go.
Two things. One, we definitely gave the Fae a heads up about this place.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We're not gonna blindside them. This. We told them like, hey, this place sucks shit. If you walk here, you feel sad. And also, sometimes other things.
Can I bullshit that? Can I call
What?
walk?
If you're near or on this on this island, you feel like shit.
Matt?
Yeah.
Okay,
The moment you set off the ship, there is an immediate emotional weight that falls on you.
Can I roll to see if Cirrus can even cope with this?
Absolutely. Give me a wisdom save.
Hell yeah.
Give it the old +5.
Yep, everybody feels it but Claw.
Mm-hmm.
Because he feels it all the time. No, just kidding.
This is
Hey.
constant for him.
You have a +0 to Wiz?
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Efficiency.
You are able to keep it together somehow.
I'm an archfey. I'm an archfey. I'm an archfey.
You'll recall that I said two things. Claw, this last week before we head in, do you want to do that thing with your mom?
Oh, we did get her name before, but I guess probably a couple days leading up to it, we probably want to at least check if she's, still around. Yeah, we got her name. Her name is... I have it in my notes because I took it down. Yay.
Okay.
Ilniastra? Ilniastra? Like,
Okay.
God damn. Ilniastra.
Okay, then we don't need to do Find Kin unless you wanted to do it on Albrecht, but why would you? And,
I already...
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know Albrecht.
Yeah.
So.
Real question is...
I forgot that you...
Yeah, I did write it down.
Forgot that we learned it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's because we went because we were looking for Bro.
Right, and we got her. And
we got her, then Albrecht, then Bro.
Then, right. Okay. Then, all good then. Back to walking on Shadow March.
Indeed. You disembark, and Emir, you try to druidcraft some life into the grass. It grows for a second. It then immediately withers.
I miss the autumn court so much right now.
One, dude, this place sucks. And I hate that I feel great here.
Yeah, Claw's just like, he's got a huge grin on his face, like, yeah, man, this place awful.
Ah.
Memories.
It is a few hours to the Tiefling village. What is the marching order like?
Claw will go first.
Claw will go first.
And me holding up the back.
Followed by Brack. And Chipper and Cirrus can both ride Bellicrup.
Leaving Claw and Emir in the back?
No,
Wick and Emir.
Yeah, Wick, I think, is going to bring up the rear and periodically check to make sure we're not being followed by anything.
Absolutely. Give me a perception check.
Gladly.
Make a perception, yes.
Okay. You are not being followed, but random increments of your footprints are disappearing. It is not consistent. It's not consistent whose footprints are disappearing. But they are.
Ain't mine, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's not Emir's, because she's flying.
Matt, when we said it's close to the village without landing in it, how is that a couple hours away?
I mean, it's a dense forest. I'm presuming you're not landing, like, in a forest. Like, in the deep fucking broken wood.
Yeah, we don't want to land there because there's shit in there.
Okay. Alright.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. A couple hour walk's not going to kill us.
No, but it might spook us.
Well, over the course of those couple hours, you're not accosted by anything. And eventually, the village unfolds before you. A clearing in the shattered woods with a number of kind of small huts and the like. Still very makeshift as the last time you were here, with an assortment of tieflings that are kind of posted up, butchering much larger devils and demons for meat and the like. None stand out so much as Arbecht, who stands at about 6.5 feet tall, long blonde hair, scraggly facial hair, a torn to shit military style coat, and almost immediately clocks Claw.
Punch?
Like, sees him.
Sees him. Okay, well, I was hoping to put off Albrecht till later, but I guess we're doing this now.
Finally came back home.
You know, I wouldn't stay away forever.
You're right not to.
I have a proposal for you.
All right.
It's obviously you have seen the shit that's been going on lately with the dead seemingly starting to rise from the earth.
You see him actually kind of like cock an eyebrow.
Oh, is it not happening here? Guess this place is...
The fuck you talking about?
Alright, then Claw's gonna kind of look up at the sky and clock the... I'm pretty sure the moon is still obviously visible here, right?
It is not nighttime right now.
Okay. Well then what about the red moon?
Oh, yeah, that was weird.
Well, the red moon's doing some weird shit everywhere else. I'm surprised it hasn't done similar things here, but the land here is also very fucked up, so... I've come to ask for your help.
To take care of it?
That, and many other things that come with it.
Just me personally?
If you would like, or whatever forces or things you can spare.
Look around us.
I know you can't spare much, but...
These people, they can hunt devils in packs, but if you're looking for an army, you're looking at the wrong place.
I'm looking for power.
Are ya? I got a place you can look. But are you ready?
Probably not, but I don't really have much of a choice. I will do what is necessary.
Do what is necessary. You see that tower up in the center of Shadow March?
I will clock it, and then look back to him.
That's where the first beast was born. It's been dead. Centuries, lifetimes. But it still bleeds. If you can get to it, I'm sure you can get some beasts to recognize you. Is that the kind of power you want?
If it allows me to hunt my prey, then it is necessary.
Making a wisdom save. Do not laugh at how edgy that is.
You're gonna need to be making a lot. This is Edgy Island, my man.
Alright.
This is what happens.
This is Edge City.
A snicker, maybe.
Alright. But I think it is time, if you're gonna do this, you gotta let the beast out. And Arbecht punches clean through the center of Claw. You see his hand exit out the other side, and he is holding something as he yanks it back out, and Claw transforms. And that's where we're going to go and end for tonight.
His hand is on his gun.
Damn.
Yeah, no, Brack is also poised to strike.
Okay.
But we will pick up from there next week. And we'll see what the fuck that means.
Exactly.
Is this the power of the Holy Spirit?
It's the power of the opposite thing to what you just said.
But it's literally holy.
The unholy corporal figure.
No, as in there's a hole.
Oh, boo.
Boo.
Don't boo me. You
No,
know I'm
I'm
right.
I'm cheering. I'm clapping.
Chat, boo her. Boo her.
No.
Worms.
But
Sorry.
we
Calm
will be
down.
back next week, and for the Monster Energy Island, Unleash the Beast. Thank you all for coming out and watching, and good fucking night. Kill a cop.